Okay, welcome. Kalamaka Fly Fishers, Thursday night fly tying. We do something a little bit different today. I'm going to tie you a Mayfly on a water wisp hook. As you can see, it's backwards and it's upside down. Okay, this makes it quite interesting. These hooks, the eye is up and down, as you can see there. I don't know if you can see the barb. It's a tiny, tiny little barb, very small. And the eye is actually quite large in comparison to most hooks. So I'll just give you an example here how big it actually is. It'll fit on there, no problem. So it's a very large eye, so it's easy to put on. Okay, and this is a size 14. I would do a 12, but I ran out of 12, so I'm going to have to do it on a 14. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, I'll maybe show you the materials I'm going to use. I'm going to use this hackle, like this. This hackle, and this dubbing, which is under fur from deer hair, and we're going to use this deer hair too. And this is the under fur that I save all the time. Okay, so I'm going to start by putting on my thread right at the top of the bend like that and work my way down. Okay, make sure your thread is nice and flat so it doesn't bulk up too much there. Trim that off. I'm going to run the thread right to the eye, like so. Then I'm going to come back halfway. Now I'm going to put the tail on. So I'm just going to take a few fibers off the saddle hackle, like so, and just tie it on about shank length. This particular one, I'm not going to make it too long. And tie it on so it's right on the top. Oh, I've got a few loose ones there. You don't need a whole lot. There we go. You can tie his back. And we can trim this off like that. And tidy that up. Okay, now I'm going to run this thread back to the eye. And I'm going to put some dubbing on. Just a little bit, don't need too much of this guy. Just twist it on your thread. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I'm going to wrap that around there, along the shank. To get a little help here. It's not very good, but I'm just going to run to about there. And just pull that little bit off there. Okay. I'm going to put a half hitch on here just to keep things from coming loose. Like so. Okay, next thing we're going to do is we're going to put the deer hair on. I'm just going to cut a little tiny clump off, not a whole lot. Comb out all that fuzzy stuff. Dubbing. And we're going to stack it. Nice and even, like so. Okay. Now if you got too many, you can just pull a couple out the bottom. That's not too bad. Okay, now I'm going to tie this guy on here. It's on the back of the shank there, like so. I'm going to work my way down about there. Then work your way back up again. Some loose wraps. Very careful here so you don't cut your thread on that hook tip. Okay, it's not too bit. Okay, then I'm going to trim off the butt ends. Couple of strays here. Oop. Kind of tidy that up. So, not perfect, but I think it'll be all right. Now, if you want, you can even put a little bit of dubbing on there. That'll help hide some of that butt end of the feathers or the hair. Like so. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put a hackle on there. Let's see what we got here. This one here is no good. Okay, we got this hackle here, which I stripped one side off. It's not very long, but I think I can get it. Strip some more off there. Okay. Now I'm going to tie it on like that. Right near the top there. Come back down. Just tight. Then I'm just going to trim this butt end off here. And then just take your hackle. I'll put my hackle pliers on. This one's a little bit short. Now we're just going to wrap this starting near the top. And just slowly work your way down. This feather's not a real dense feather, so it takes a few more wraps. Okay, and then I'm just going to tie that off there. 2, 3. Not too many wraps. And then I'm going to cut off the hackle. Okay, then I'm going to take super glue, put it on my thread there. Then I'm going to whip finish it right underneath there. I'm just going to put 2 wraps in there. That's super glue to hold it. Then I'm just going to cut the thread off. And that's pretty much it. It's not perfect. Hackle's a little sparse, but basically that's how it's done. And just to show you what happens with this fly, the idea of it is so when it lands on the water, it's going to land this way here whenever you cast it out there. So you're drifting it down a river or on the lake or whatever, it's going to sit like that in the water. I got a few fibers there I got to trim off to make it sit properly, but that's it. Hope you enjoyed that. A little bit difficult, but it's fun. Catch you next time.